Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of Talk Asia. My name is Daniel and we will talk about the world-renowned museum. This is one of the most attractive places in Saigon. Now you have to know that the Vietnam War had gone for many years, but the effective and some of it had been effective in Vietnam life and in American life. So we will talk about the world-renowned museum. That's a view of in the Vietnam people view of the Vietnam world, not in the American way, but in Vietnam way. Now, many of you who may see this is the most is not really what you want to see. I mean, this is the Vietnam view of world. This is not American view of world, but it can show you some of the aspect that you may not view before. So let's talk about that. In the Vietnam War, the American has come to Vietnam in the 1960s and it's bring a lot of weapons and many soldiers and things to the Vietnam. So this museum will brought you some of the three blocks, the one of the outsider and the one insider, and one is the tiger cage in Con Dao jail. There's the tiger cage in the Con Dao jail. It's not the real one, but it's built up to show us the effective and the torture and some many things happen in tiger cage during this time. Now let's talk about. Many of you who don't know that this building has been built in the landmark of American building. Many say that this building was built for the intelligence agency of American in Vietnam War, and many of these weapons have been in here for a long time. So many of you did not know that this building has built in the landscape of American building. They say that maybe for about the intelligence agency building, but we don't know for sure. But we know that in the American building. And in the outsider, there are many weapons that used in the Vietnam War. This one is a plan. What's that again?
U7 plan.
The U-17 plan for the chemical that present in Vietnam that they use in Vietnam, and there was the American jet fighter. I think because I don't know many of this.
S4.
F4?
Yes.
F4, yes. The F41. The F41 is used in American fighter. This one is many of the American aircraft built in here. And there was name and information static of this. There are many American static in this one. It's really good. It's really good. And this one is a bomber. A bomber. Oh, it's very huge. Compared to me, in here, it's very huge. This one is A1 Skyrider. A1 Skyrider, a bomber. On the right side, we can see the CH-47 Chinook, which was not the first used in Vietnam War but famous in here. And on the left side, there was an M48 Patton, first used in Korean War, I think, or Lebanon War. But in the backyard, we can see many of the many tanks and equipment and weapon laid out in here. Oh, there was M113, a carrier that's famous and first used in Vietnam War also, and this is the artillery weapon used in that time. Now we have seen the outsider. Now let's go to the famous place in this museum, the tiger cage. This one is the tiger cage, which is the special one in this area. In this one, this was a special design for people cannot sitting or standing in here. They can only lie down on the ground and let the sun burn them. The French had made this place become the most isolated prison in Vietnam. And for 30 years, Americans had used this place as the prison for Vietnamese communists until 1975. And today, this place had become the tourist destination. Leaving behind the tiger cage, we enter the main building. At the first room we see is the room that presents the Navy Force and the sea in Vietnam. Now you may wonder why they having the Navy Force in here, because in Vietnam recently they have been a struggle between the Vietnam and the Chinese, so they must taught the children to know. Outside the room, you will see the wall which have featured many pictures and banner and poster that have come from around the world. They have featuring the now we have come in the first floor, and on the left side you can see there was a room that featuring the weapon that the American have brought in Vietnam War. Now you might see this many of these weapons that have been using in the World War II, and lately that have using in Vietnam War also. Let's have a look at it. Also inside this room you can see the many information, name and the number that featuring the My Lai massacres. This My Lai massacre is happened in 1968 during the Vietnam War. And the last room we can visit today is the aftermath of the war. Now this room I'm not really like to go into the room because of the many disturbing images in here. So that is the end of our channel. If you like the video, please like it and let us know if you want to see next in our next video.